Chris, welcome to Classic Blend Podcast 48.
Hi, Ken.
Are you ready to mix some movies, games, toys this time?
Yeah.
A little bit of TV shows. What are we going to do with them?
Oh, we're going to mix them together. We're going to take their stories, their plot lines, the characters, those things. We're going to make new things, Kenny.
This is
what we do here on the Classic Blend. No, don't, Kenny. Why?
We're vehemently against YouTube speak. This stuff that this guy does all the time.
It goes into
it's maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's
Maybelline.
Yeah, maybe it's YouTube speak. So we're not going with it.
I got a question for you. I got a couple questions for you.
Bring it.
What do you think of this new set? It's not new. We've just changed it.
I was hoping for a little something more relevant to our topics.
No, I do.
Yeah, we decided to change it up a little bit. Yeah.
You like it?
It's comfortable so far. I like it.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know.
I feel like everything is at easy access.
Angle each other now. And
nobody can really see it, but we have mixer, monitor. It's a little bit better.
Okay, here's my real question. Name your favorite Transformer toy from when you were a young lad. When you were Aladdin, name it.
My favorite. It's got to be like Sunstreaker or Thundercracker. Those were the first two that I had.
Oh, just because they're the first two?
Yeah, but Hot Rod was really cool.
Okay, I never had Hot Rod.
And Ultra Magnus I had, and I used to use him as like the Ghost of Optimus Prime.
Okay, so you want to know what mine is?
Yeah.
Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I actually had gotten him 3 different times.
Really?
Because he broke.
That's crazy.
And I was like, nope, I need a new one.
Yeah.
And a funny quick Christmas story, I knew I was getting him for Christmas, and I had unwrapped it. And I think I had said this before. Remember, I had unwrapped the Super Jurassic Park for SNES. So it was I unwrapped them, and I had to unwrap them back up. But that was probably maybe the second time that I had gotten them.
Why is the arm off? We'll take it back.
Yeah.
The arm fell off on the package.
Anyway, Ultra Magnus. Okay.
Good deal.
All right, so, Kenny, we are now going to go into Movie Squat.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we do? Movie Squat.
We're taking 2 movies. I don't know your movie. You don't know my movie. We're going to smush them together. What we like to call a squat.
Squat them together.
Yeah, we're going to squat
them
together.
Look it up, people.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going first.
I'm going first, and I'm going to show you a movie. I probably shouldn't really need to do this normally, but if you would like to, take a look.
It's called Knights of the City.
Knights of the City.
Knights of the City.
Here, you want to say Knights of the City?
Knights of the City. Okay.
So
let me give you mine before we go. I could have just turned
the 86 classic. I do believe this came out the same year as Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh,
let's see what you have.
Can you read it?
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Herbie Goes Bananas.
Let me tell you about a little TV show called Going Bananas, starring Roxana Banana. A little bit better than probably that.
Oh God!
All right, so what we're gonna take these 2 and we're gonna smash them together. All right, so Knights of the City.
Knights of the City.
Listen,
what the heck is even in?
You have a street gang.
Of course you do.
All right. They're called the Royals. Cops don't like them, right? See, mark down every single time I say the word right because it's stupid.
Okay, you got one.
The Mechanics, rival gang. They hate them. They're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not on good terms with each other.
Is this a gang war?
Anyway, Troy
movie
played. Is this what?
Gang war?
Gang of War?
Gang war. Is it a gang war?
Oh, gang war. Listen. Just wait. You asked me that question after I give you the synopsis.
No.
Actor named Leon Isaac Kennedy, not to be confused with who? Leon Scott Kennedy from Resident Evil, Part 2, right?
Yeah.
And 4. I do believe it was in 4.
Oh, he was in 4 too.
Yes. It's a good thing they both use their middle names. Yeah. Leon S. Kennedy and Leon
Yeah, because we don't want to get them confused.
We don't want to get them confused, no. Because I do believe there he is. His name is Troy in the movie, okay?
Right.
He's in a gang.
Is that him?
He's not proud, all right? He's not proud of being in a gang. He wants something more.
Then
so
why
he
is he
becomes... He wants to create a rap group. So he decides to tell his gang members, we're going to make a rap group instead of being in a gang. What does he do? They get arrested. Okay? They start practicing in jail. He's like, this is the perfect opportunity. Let's start practicing. They start practicing their rap music. All right? And then they get out of jail.
What is this called again?
Knights of the City.
Is it?
Listen, just stop. They get out of jail and they decide that there somehow ends up in a competition. All right, there somehow ends up a talent show in the community. Mm-hmm. Because of the talent show, the whole community is getting involved. It's cleaning up the street violence.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. However, the mechanics aren't falling for this. While they're practicing and getting ready and everything, the mechanics are taking over their turf. All right.
So the whole gang went to jail.
The whole gang went to jail. Yeah,
and
but the
all
mechanics
became rappers.
Yes, and they became rappers in jail. The mechanics want to take them out. They end up killing one of their girlfriends.
Oh, no.
And even though the Royals win the talent show. Spoiler alert. They win the talent show, but one of their girlfriends gets killed, so they have to go out and they have to take out now the mechanics.
Of course they do. It's
so
called
they take out the
retribution, man.
They take out the mechanics.
All right, is that the end of the movie?
One of the contest judges or one of the hosts for the talent show.
What is he?
Smokey Robinson.
Of course he is. Wow. Okay.
Yep. Another little tidbit for you. Ready for it?
No.
Yeah, you are.
Go ahead.
Sammy Davis Jr. filmed a cameo for this.
Mm-hmm.
They cut him. They cut him from the movie.
Really?
Yeah, they cut him from
Why?
the movie.
He was no good, huh? What year was this again?
86.
He was old.
Yeah, but isn't that nuts?
Wow. Well.
Oh, and then there's actual. Okay, he's credited. I'm telling you real quick. You need to know this. He's Mark Lemberger. He also goes by he has a stage name called Mr. Freeze. His stage name as a street performer is Mr. Freeze.
Okay, and what does he do?
That's what he's known as. He's in this movie. He's also in Flashdance as he's Mr. Freeze. Like that's who he is. He's been in like behind the scenes documentaries and stuff like that about street dancing.
I get it.
Mr. Freeze.
He's a street dancer.
What's the visual you have going on in your head right now? Arnold
Schwarzenegger
from like just breakdancing and stuff.
From the was that Joel Schumacher that did that?
We don't like to talk about that.
Okay, well. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. Let me talk to you about Herbie. You know about Herbie? Do I really need to tell you about Herbie? He's a love bug. He's a racing love bug who is...
Those were Beetles, correct?
Yeah.
The vehicles were Beetles.
Yeah.
What year? What year model of the car?
You know what? That I don't know, actually, to be honest with you.
Because I do believe they made the same model of that car for eons.
Probably. This movie
without
came
any
out...
changes.
Listen, this movie came out in 1980. Okay? It's comedy, obviously. Directed by some guy you don't know, Vincent McEverly.
All right, this is a sequel?
This is the fourth movie.
Okay, and they all follow what's the only constant in the movies? Herbie?
Yeah.
Or are there other characters?
Yeah, no. He's the only constant.
Were there mechanics?
No, this actually.
The gang members were mechanics.
Okay, we'll get there in a second. Hold on.
I'm excited about this.
Let me just tell you about this. Look. It's like I don't even really want to.
They just did they race? What is Herbie doing? Is it a race?
At the end of the movie racing, but he gets thrown off a cruise ship. All right, Herbie's alive.
Why is it a cruise ship?
Okay, so this dude inherits Herbie, but has to go to Mexico to get him. So he goes onto a cruise ship to get down to Mexico, and they get Herbie. He's on the ship, and somehow another. So he meets this little boy named Paco, who's an orphan pickpocket.
Yeah.
Who befriends Herbie, and it's really like about Paco and Herbie, and then Paco and Herbie have to thwart these bad guys, and dude, it's just it's just bananas. The reason Herbie goes bananas is because at one point in the movie he gets hidden in bananas. The whole Paco
car
hides the car in bananas.
There are that many bananas on the cruise ship.
No, this was off the cruise ship now.
Okay.
And they also use bananas to thwart the bad guys at some point.
Sure they do.
And at the end of the movie, the Brazil Grand Premio. He enters that, and I guess he wins. Whatever.
Cool. All right, so there's contests in both of these movies. That's pretty interesting.
Right. So you have the mechanics. He's a car. We have a contest.
The mechanics were the bad dudes.
I know. Well, that's the point. Unless you want to do reformed. Who's the leader of the mechanics? Is he reformed?
No.
Why them? We're not using them.
Why?
Because they're bad.
Well, then Herbie's rapping. Does Herbie talk?
No, he beeps. But you did say it was a talent show. I don't think Herbie's been in a talent show yet.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. The Royals are going to, right? They're going to defend their title
with Herbie this time. So this is a straight up sequel.
Yeah, Herbie. Yeah, both of them, because Herbie got a taste for this.
It's only 98 minutes.
Herbie got a taste for whatever this was, right? What did he have a contest, right?
Well, it was a race. He's a race car.
Well, that's the thing.
Paco called him Ocho. You know, Ocho is 8 in Spanish.
Was he number 8, the car?
No. And he asks, so one of the main characters asks Paco at the end of the movie, why do you call him 8? And his, Ocho, he's not, his number's 53. He's like, yeah, 5 plus 3 is 8. That's what the kid, so that's why the kid calls him Herbie 8, because it's 5 plus 3.
All right. No good. I don't like that part. That's an interesting tidbit.
and
that's Mama from Raising Hope.
Yeah.
Good.
Cloris Leachman, what a great show that is too.
Gosh, Raising Hope. Straight from the future.
Absolutely. And Harvey Korman. Man, Harvey Korman, he's been around. He was around.
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman plays the crazy aunt in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
For the crazy great-grandmother?
Is there anything else I got? Nope, that's it. Okay, right. Yeah, so like you said, no, I like it. They're defending their title.
Yeah.
But it's just a straight up, are the mechanics back? Come make a new game?
How about, well, that's the thing, is the
how
mechanics...
About their rivals are now...
The mechanics regroup. And they want to come back.
Show.
And now, and they
I want this to be straight, like a straight up... Okay, so the mechanics come back, regroup. They're now entering this contest. Mm-hmm. And how about the Royals now are doing a cappella? They're not rapping. They're doing rap a cappella. I'm just trying.
And they team up with Herbie?
Yeah.
They team up with Herbie.
They meet Herbie at one point. They just meet Herbie.
All right.
And they're like, oh, and maybe Herbie's like on his own going beep 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 beep, and they're like, and then they're like, oh, hey, you can be, maybe he's their like music, he's their like drums, like their bass.
Yeah, well, he's
their
percussion. Like a beatbox.
Beatbox, thank you. Yeah,
beatbox.
Their beatbox. Oh, I like that.
That's what he is.
It's their beatbox.
All right, so it's called Herbie the Beatbox.
Herbie the Beatbox?
Herbie the Beatbox.
Write it down, man.
You like that?
All right, I like it. Let's down. You know what,
so
man?
Herbie going bananas or Herbie going bananas?
No, just Herbie goes bananas.
Goes?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. He already went bananas.
So Herbie the
So because of one scene in the movie, they decide to go with the whole banana thing.
Yes. That's
like this movie saying like they're in jail practicing in jail.
What's this called? Knights of the City?
Knights of the City.
So stupid.
Yeah, there was an original name for it, but
no, there wasn't.
They didn't use that. Yeah. So we're calling this what? Herbie the
Beatbox.
Or Herbie's Beep Box. Herbie.
Herbie the Beatbox.
The Beep.
Beatbox.
2 words, Beatbox, right?
2 words, yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Good.
Right.
Done.
Movie Squat is a wrap. Can we start saying Movie Squat's a wrap as movie wrap? Can we start doing that from now on?
We can say Movie Squat's done. None of this, we don't need any of that.
TubeSquat. TV shows.
We meet again.
Hello, TubeSquat. We meet again.
Hello,
TubeSquat, my old friend. You knew that was coming. We're taking 2 TV shows, randomly chosen, and we're going to show them to each other, and we're going to talk about them, and then we're going to...
Yes. He doesn't know what I have. I don't know what he has. We're smashing them together.
Smash them. I go first?
Yeah, you're always on the tube.
Can you read that, brah?
The Ghost in Faffner Hall or of?
Yes, it's a little weird, man.
Yeah, the font is a little bit strange on this one.
The Ghost of Faffner Hall.
Faffner Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What year?
There's 89. It's a Jim Henson joint, and I'm going to tell you more about it after.
And I do believe that triggers something in here and made me realize.
Triggered. Stupid air horn noise. I love it. And actually, I hate it.
Okay.
Go ahead, give me yours.
All right.
Triggered. Kenny's been triggered.
Yeah, triggered. Who's this guy?
Oh, come on. No, show it to me. I got to see him.
You didn't see him?
Oh.
Who's that right there?
I can't. You can't
even see this because of the reflection. You can't even see this.
It's a bad reflection, yeah.
It's a real bad reflection. Anyway, we have Ace Crawford, Private Eye.
Ace Crawford, Private.
Come on, man. You've heard of Ace Crawford, Private Eye. Look at him right there, looking at you. You want to know who that is?
Ace Crawford, another dumb one. Another real dumb one.
That there's Tim Conway playing.
That is.
What's the character's name?
Tim Conway.
Pop quiz. What's the character's name?
Ace Crawford.
What does he do?
Ace Crawford.
What does he do?
He's a private.
All right.
He's a private.
Tell me more about Faffner and the Jim Henson.
All right. So this is a British American compilation.
Puppets.
Children puppets. Okay. The whole premise behind it is Faffner.
Yeah.
Her name is Fugetta Faffner. She was the the proprietor and owner of this music conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
She passes away, and her great-great-grandnephew, who hates music, I guess tries to like not have that anymore or something. So her and her ghost friends thwart his plans. Okay, ghost friends include Mimi, Riff, and the Wild Impresario. Okay. And so there was a lot of famous musicians did cameos in this.
Oh,
so
all right.
A musical
it's kind of like a Sesame
thing.
Street kind of thing.
Yeah, where I guess it'd be like, he's trying to do this. Oh, let's get all classical music playing for him. Blah blah blah.
So it wasn't like current artists or anything like that would pop on and interact with the characters or anything.
I mean, I don't think so. It was more like, let me see if there's a cameos. The alligators, baby tree creature, the bears, Butch the tiger, the crows, crocodile.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are these? Those are cameo. Sorry, those are characters.
All right.
I'm dumb.
Well, let's extend the cast.
Yeah, I'm
with
just trying to see what
Ace Crawford. Private Eye, what do you say?
Tell me about Ace.
Conway,
really?
1983,
Conway
man. Tim Conway.
Kim Tomway.
Try my patience, boy. You're trying my patience, boy. Gonna make me peak.
You know I gotta cut that space out, right? That dead air. Anyway, go ahead. Tim Conway is Ace Ventura. Ace Critter. What's his name again? Crawford.
5 episodes, Chris. 1983. That's one for 5 episodes.
He looks so dumb. Look at him. He's like, I was gonna be like that.
The point of the show, it's a spoof on detectives.
Of course it is. It's Tim Conway.
Okay, so I didn't know who Tim Conway was. Apparently you know more about me.
Tim Conway's a comedian.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know who Tim Conway is?
No.
He was also in Look at.
I don't know. He has an assistant named Toomey that thinks he's a genius. This guy can't do anything right.
Who plays Toomey?
He stumbles his way through and everything, and
tell me who plays Toomey.
He thinks it's his method. He thinks he's got some pretty good ways about him.
Thomas Daniel Conway.
He thinks it's a strategy in catching people
and go ahead.
Solving crimes.
Yeah.
Detective Lieutenant Fanning, can't believe he's just, I don't know how. One guy looks up to him and the other guy just, I don't understand how he does it.
So he's a bumbling kind of an
idiot? But the one guy thinks he's a genius because of it.
Right,
like he thinks it's a strategy. Like, this guy, he's amazing the way he...
That's been done before.
But then the other guy's just like,
this guy's a nincompoop.
Yes.
I bet you that word's been used.
Yeah. Nincompoop. 1983.
You know
every other word out of their mouth is nincompoop.
Exactly. The Carol Burnett show. He was on that.
Right?
Remember? Okay. I'm trying to think of like the most thing. He was also the Tim Conway show. Anyway, he's funny, dude. So,
well, I'm gonna tell you how each show empty.
But you don't have to though.
No. There's the Shanty is a bar that he used to frequent.
Okay.
All right, and every single episode.
Did you know, a sea tune?
Every single time he would leave the bar, he'd walk down the wharf.
Yeah.
Into the fog.
See?
Into the fog.
Okay.
And then he'd fall into the water. Every episode.
You mean all 5 episodes? Yeah.
All 5 episodes.
Count them on your hand.
Yeah.
Count them on your paw.
Count them on your foot.
On your foot, yeah. Okay.
Or your foot.
Okay.
He's only got 4 toes, so.
Yeah. Who, me? Out of 2 feet, I only have 4 toes? What, I have 2 on each?
No. One of them has all 4.
So it looks like this. This is how I walk.
That's it.
All right. Anyway, what do I have again? Oh, the ghosts. I mean, look, no, this is great. This is actually pretty great because he's a
all right.
He's silly,
bumbling
bumbling guy.
He can see the ghost, but nobody else can.
Okay, whatever. Sure. But I'm just saying that he gets into this music.
You see The Wizard?
Yes, of course I saw The Wizard.
Wizard was a good movie.
It was, but don't...
You want to see something interesting? Oh, this was actually... I thought this came from Blockbuster. Yeah, it did. It had the thing on there.
Sticker on there.
I actually took it off.
From Blockbuster.
Yeah, I told it. Yeah.
You couldn't have the Blockbuster thing on there. For those of you that are not watching, we have a video cassette tape of The Wizard behind us on a shelf, and he's showing me the
Fred Savage classic.
Well, thanks for that aside.
1989.
Let me get back to the
Bo
story.
Bridges, Christian Slater, Jenny Lewis.
What a great! It annoyed me that it annoyed me really badly that they had that NES just sitting in the back of the truck.
The pickup truck.
He just picks it up out. I'm like,
well, the best part was with the guy who popped the tire with the knife. Decided to take the knife and get away, and then when they went to the mechanic, the mechanic pulled the knife out of the tire.
Oh yeah. That's called continuity error right there.
They were like, "Oh, the knife has to be in the tire because the guy popped it with the knife." He took the knife with him.
He took the knife with him, exactly. No, because then they wouldn't have been able to drive it to the mechanic. All right. Anyway.
There you go.
So yes, so he ends up getting into Faffner Hall, and he sees the ghost, and he helps, and he's bumbling, and there's 3 episodes. Good. What do we call it? Conway's Ghosts. Yes.
What? Conway's
Ghosts.
No, come on.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. What was his name? Crawford's Ghost.
Crawford.
Crawford's Ghosts. Oh, you know what? You're so close to me now. I can poke you. I can touch you. I can like take your pen. I can take this away. You're gonna rethink us sitting this close together, aren't you? No. Now come back in the frame. Now you're out of frame.
See, now I'm out of frame.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it like this.
That's all right. You're making a lot of noise. I have to cut all this out now. That'll work. Yeah.
So Chris,
that'll work.
We're gonna call this one.
Come on. Good job. What's up there, Jesse? Okay, so, what?
Marking you down.
You marked me down. You didn't get that one.
The thing is, when I make version 3 of the sheets, we have these great sheets, right?
Yeah.
Note sheets. They're great.
Yeah. It's where you can look on the Instagram. You can see.
Anyway, he has his own version. I have my own version because they have different information on them.
Right.
Correct?
Yeah.
Version 3 is going to come out, and it's going to be to mark
stuff.
down stupid habits that we do while we record stuff.
All right. So anyway, what do we call? So Crawford's Ghosts.
Crawford's Ghosts. Ghosts or ghost? One or plural?
This is the Ghost of Faffner Hall. Make it plural. Why not make it plural? Plural.
He can only see the ghost when he's drinking, and he's drunk.
Does he drink?
He goes to the bar all the time. He falls into the water off the wharf.
Good point.
So that's the thing. It's kind of like Mystery Men. Remember that? I'm only invisible when nobody's looking at me.
When no one's looking at me, yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. I can only see the ghost when I'm drunk, so nobody believes him.
But was that a staple of the show? Meaning, did he solve crimes while he was drunk?
No, he solved crimes doing goofy things. Like he used like a child tape recorder as a wire. Go ahead, take this and put it on him.
No, that's fine.
He'd dress up in goofy outfits.
That's fine. So, no, I like it.
You like it?
That's fine, yeah.
All right, so Crawford's Ghosts or
Ghosts. Double?
And see, the wharf is foggy, man. Can you imagine seeing a ghost in the fog?
That's really
pretty good, right? I think that's a good idea.
Crawford's
Ghosts.
So
Crawford's Ghosts.
I went to write a capital G and I wrote a small g. All right, so that's it. Tube Squat is done.
Welcome to Toy Squat, Chris. We're taking 2 toys. We're going to put them together. We're going to make something new.
Dang right.
I have something kind of cool today, which I'm excited about. Something that we haven't seen since
1987, 1995, 1937.
Episode number 3.
Oh, wait, what?
Intrigued? It's our 3rd Toy Squat. We've only started Toy Squats recently. We had the cartoon.
Remember what it is? Okay, I don't remember. Go. Inhumanoids, yes. Oh my God.
I have Inhumanoids.
I love Inhumanoids, man. Those are some of my favorites.
Is this the one that you found by the riverbank?
No, that was a Centurion.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. I don't know why I get them mixed up.
This is what I have.
Completely different.
I don't know why I have them lifting it up. I'm so used to lifting it up. Can you read it?
Record Breakers.
Record Breakers World of Speed.
World of Speed.
Yeah, it's a racetrack, like a racetrack. But it's a little different than your normal, like
the car?
Yeah.
Let's fly off the track when you.
Racing, yeah.
Why even have the speed go up all the way? If you can't have the car go max speed without jumping off the track.
Tell me about my boys.
Tell you about your boys.
Tell me about Tendril.
Oh, Tendril, Chris.
Tell me about Tendril. Tell me about Decomposer.
Earth Core fought the Inhumanoids, right?
Mm-hmm. What are the Inhumanoids?
They're bad dudes.
They're beautiful.
There's Meltar, Decompose, Tendril. They had 14-inch figures that came out from them. They also had the other guys, the Earth Core. Now, looking back on this, I had Augur.
Which one was Augur?
Edward the Fist. Augator. Augur was the purple dude.
Yep. Make it bigger.
These were some of the dudes here.
God, I love them.
This dude.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they had crazy tiny heads. The scientists, there were only a few of them, right?
Yeah.
Crazy tiny little heads. There were 4 of them?
Can I tell you?
Yeah. Tell me.
I had all of those toys, except there was so there's the molten guy where you took him. He turned into two people by taking him the front. That guy right there, that dude. Yeah.
Okay.
He was cool. He was 2 in 1. Only one I didn't have.
Look how tiny that head is.
Because they had the big suits. Yeah. And you remember the cartoon?
Crazy long legs.
Yeah.
And the tiny little head. I always thought this guy looked like Lex Luthor.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he did.
Lex Luthor or Luthor? I said Luthor.
Mr. Luthor.
If
you ask, what's his name from? What was his character's name in the original Superman? All right, Mr. Luthor. His henchman. Remember? Anyway, show me the list of all those toys. Oh, really? Sorry, guys. The boiler just went on.
We call this the boiler room.
This is the boiler. We are shooting in the boiler room.
Freddy Krueger ain't coming down here.
I know. Freddy, get back. I had all of them except I'm trying to get you to show me all the toys that.
It's a difficult thing to bring up images.
The one you just had, no, the original one you showed me. Anyway, the point is, I had pretty much all of them, except that guy. This weird. Oh nope, I had him too.
You did have that.
I
just had that guy.
These guys, you see these guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's pointing to these rock guys. I don't think you can see this in the.
What happened was with those rock guys.
Reflections.
With those rock guys, they turn into like a little boulder. It doesn't look like they can, and they were really.
You're not thinking of GoBot Rock Lords?
No, those guys. Right. Look at their arms. You see, they have the slots in the arms and stuff. They had the thick rubber band, and it would go. You shift them and it'd go like this, and the legs would, and it would always be a weird looking boulder. Anyway, I love them. They were great. Decompose was my favorite. My brother had Tendril, and we both shared what was his name? Moltar. We shared him because we each had the other ones. Decompose. His chest opened, and he had like his chest. You could press his chest and stuff. Oh my god, I love him so
I have
much.
it written as Metlar, but I'm not sure if it's Meltar or Metlar.
No, maybe Metlar. It might have been Metlar because he was like metally.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, you want to talk about Record Breakers?
Inhumanoids. Just gonna tell. It was Hasbro who made these.
Love them.
Figures.
God, I just want them again.
There weren't that many of them.
No,
Chris.
there weren't. I had
1986 glow in the light feature. Tell me about it. Do you remember? What's the glow in the light feature?
Okay, so in say Decompose, in his eyes.
Yep.
When you shine light through, it's like a.
It was Metlar.
It was Metlar. It was like a little prism.
So it was like light piping.
Yeah, through the back.
There was like a big dome on the top of their head or whatever, and you shone a light, and it would shoot out through the eyes.
Oh my god!
The helmets had them. The creatures had them where their eyes would go. They'd glow in the light, not glow in the dark. Kind of cool. A little cheesy.
I love it
because it's such a simple thing, and you see it a lot in action figures today.
Do you?
Yeah, you do.
Really?
You do. You see it in like Transformers.
I don't buy action figures now. I'm not buying any of that stuff.
Yeah, so that's the thing is you do see that stuff in the toys.
Let's move on a little bit. I could talk all night about Inhumanoids, but Record Breakers, they a mini 4-wheel drive racetrack set. The thing with this is they were battery operated. They didn't have those little pins. Remember? Remember you'd have to they'd fray and you'd have to go underneath and they had that little pin that would go in the track, and then they'd have the little strips of metal that would touch the track, and it wouldn't work. You'd have to go and you'd have to like rub that little metal closer together and then like pull it out a little bit so it would touch the track, it would contact the track. So these didn't have that. To stay on the track, they had these like little guide wheels and so you could take them off these guide wheels and they drive around on the regular carpet or cool. Whatever. Right. This was also Hasbro.
All right.
And Hasbro would actually have competitions in malls. They'd go to the malls and they'd have like little competitions with this, so people do that. There was a side note. There was a live-action TV show hosted by Jesse Ventura and
just be careful.
Gary Apple. What am I moving?
Yeah,
anyway.
I know these have been having issues.
Yeah, so it was a live-action TV show. I think there's only like 4 episodes, and it was to help sell these toys. But you could manually switch between 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. Jesse Ventura and Gary Apple. I'm not sure who Gary Apple is, to be honest with you, but Gary Apple. Let's see what he's about. Oh, he's a sports guy. Yeah, Sportsnet New York.
All
and
right.
Jesse Ventura was the
wrestler. Yeah.
Wrestler guy.
Yeah, come on,
and
Predator.
Governor. So that's basically it. It. Now, combining these two toys.
It's basically turning into Jason the Wheeled Warriors. That's exactly what we're getting out of this.
Essentially, I would say an Inhumanoids-based race system. But why don't we do this? Why don't we make it a little cooler where, You know what I always liked? How like Hot Wheels has, or Matchbox cars, right? Have these play sets. Okay?
Hot Wheels, yeah.
They have these play sets. Mountain Serpent play set.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to think of, right? These little things where they can go inside things and little boulders attack them. Why don't we do something in that vein?
That's totally fine.
What do you think? You got something going on?
Well, I do have something going on, and I just want to kind of show you.
Bubbling.
Something's bubbling, yeah. I'm thinking, Chris, of they already have suits. All right? Instead of having the Inhumanoids go into race cars or race cars, do whatever like that, why don't we have the suits become
toboggans?
Like the luge.
So basically what you're saying is Spike's suit from...
I'm saying they lay down and they just go. And they're like
okay.
That's it.
Yeah. On a track?
I don't know if it needs to be a track. You said these other things can go off the track.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's totally fine.
So these are battery operated?
These are off-road.
Let me ask you a question.
We're making toys.
Yeah, we're making toys.
See, I'm thinking we're jamming up the cartoons.
No, this is toys, man.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's going to be the toys, yeah. We're gonna. We can have tracks. That's fine. It's both, yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Inhumanoids. Or make attachments for those other wheels that they can come off of. That's what I'm saying. To put them through.
But how about you attach these to the actual figures? So you're sliding the figure,
right? The
small-headed, long-legged figure into like a little chassis, and that's now like so. It's now they're on their back, and you can like, or they can move around.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. What about the bad guys? What about the creatures?
Well, I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like the track. Okay, so let's say it's a track. These chassis come with the set. It's a set. It's a play set, and there are places to place the characters, the actual, decomposes. You got to put him in this spot. It says it's got his little spot for his feet and stuff like that, and a little light that goes through his eyes and it can shine and he's this part of the track. And when
that'll be like their headlights.
Yeah, something like. But I'm just trying to like those spring-loaded. Yeah. When the card rides over something, a ball comes down or like a boulder, something like that. They're like spring-loaded traps that they're there. Yeah. Sorry, not to.
No, that's fine.
When those characters are there, those traps are enabled. So if you're putting Tendril or one of those lava guys there, the tracks, you could maybe it comes with one of them, and you can, and then they're components. They're what's the word I'm looking for? Modular.
Right.
So you can buy one for Metlar, you can buy one for Tendril, right. and then you attach them, and then he can sit on there, and then
You gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so instead of going down feet first, how about they lay on their bellies and they go down head first, because that way the light piping can be headlights.
That's true. There you go. And their arms could come up anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
So that's their chassis. I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, so that's good.
It works in the lore too. Like, we gotta go get inside your chassis.
What's yours called?
Record Breakers, World of Speed. So what do we do? What do we call that then? Oh no, I didn't write down what time I did mine.
World of Speed.
Beep boop.
What?
I don't know. Got a comment.
I think that it should be called something. I don't know if we want to use Earth Core. And Humanoids is pretty. Well, that would sell something.
Yeah, I'd say this is called Record Breakers.
Well, this is World of... Okay, if Record Breakers World of Speed... They're both Hasbro, so who cares? Record Breakers World of Speed...
World of Inhumanoids.
...would be World of Speed. It's racing. Record Breakers Inhumanoids.
Record Breakers Inhumanoids.
Or Record Breakers Earth Core.
No, no one knows what Earth Core is.
You think?
Yes.
I think you're underestimating.
No, you're overestimating it. Whatever, man. Yeah, so Record Breakers, what do you think? Record Breakers and Humanoids. That's what I think.
Inhumanoids. Sure. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Cool. I like it.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah.
Toy Squad is good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Another successful Toy Squad! Game time. Game on, Game Squat. Game on, Game Squat. Oh, I like that.
I don't like it.
Of course you don't. All right, Kenny. So, Game Squat, taking 2 games, randomly chosen. We're going to talk and show.
Yeah.
Show and talk.
I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have.
All right.
Let's
go.
This
is what I got.
You always go first.
Go. Can you read it?
Black Panther.
Black Panther for the arcade, yeah.
For the arcade.
It was only in the arcade.
Okay, Marvel Comics?
No.
Really?
Not at all.
All right.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
you mentioned the Marvel Comics. This is what I was telling you off camera earlier this night. Black Panther. Funny, I got the Black Panther game at this point in time.
You were telling me the concept. You didn't tell me the title.
Well, no, that's my point, though. I'm saying, so Black Panther, the movie, is out already. At this point, this is aired. When you're listening to this, when this airs, the Black Panther movie is already out. And I hope it's as good as they're saying it is. Because I'm going to be seeing it. Yeah. All right, so what do you have?
Looked at mine.
I did just look at yours. Lode Runner.
Lode Runner for the NES.
See, now Lode Runner for the NES, I had that. I played that on the computer.
That's right. Same concept, a little bit different.
The personal computer.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I liked it or not.
On the computer?
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was a little bit different. It was more like stick figures, very basic.
Yeah.
That old Star
Graphics. Did I play
graphics.
it on the Commodore?
You very well could have.
I think I might have programmed
because
that on
originally the game
Commodore,
came out. We're talking about the NES version here.
All right, well, let me tell you.
1986.
Right, before you get, let me do mine.
Yeah.
Black Panther. If you want to see what it looks like, real quick.
Okay.
It's a beat 'em up, run and gun.
Oh. Right.
You were a cybernetic Black Panther who had to save the Earth.
Sure.
Okay. You could slash, jump slash. You could shoot balls. It says you could shoot like claws or balls out, and it had boss battles. That's it, man. Yeah, man. Let's take a gander. Oh, you just knocked into things.
Yeah. That is a vaguely familiar game. What year? Konami, if I'm not mistaken.
This was definitely Konami in '87 arcade.
87, huh? Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, you were saying Black Panther, and in my head, I'm thinking an actual panther running around, and now that's exactly what it is.
That's what the game is, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
What that you remembered?
It's interesting because now I haven't thought of it, but I do believe I've seen it in the arcade. I don't know if I ever played it, but I do remember seeing it.
Okay, cool. All right, Lode Runner. What's it about? What do you got? Tell me.
All right. You ever run?
Yes.
With a load?
Depends what kind of load you're talking about. Depends. Are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
You got
this game came out at a more innocent time. All right.
Yeah.
the NES version came out in 1986.
Okay.
The original version came out in 1983.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Do you know what? WIT computer? Do you know WIT computer system?
Yeah. Apple II.
Commodore. It was definitely
Commodore 64.
I'm telling you, it was
IBM. And Atari 8-bit computers.
I definitely programmed on it.
It came out.
You know what I'm saying?
The game looked a little bit archaic because it was, right?
Yeah.
Back in the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Ladders and the brakes.
The NES version
I did play it on NES.
was a little bit more cartoonish.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, I remember
I tried to show the videos.
Dumb guys.
The screenshots to the camera doesn't work. There's too much glare.
It's true.
So I apologize. But yes, all right. You run around, ladders. There's gold. You pick up all the gold. You got to get to the top of the screen.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Right.
You can dig holes. You can't dig holes underneath you. You can dig holes next to you. Bad guys can fall in the holes. You can walk on top of them. That's how you do that stuff.
Okay.
All right.
What are we gonna do with these?
Well, I'm not done. Ugh. NES had 50 levels. It had a level creator.
50 levels and a level creator. I can't talk.
That's okay because this is my turn to speak. I'm kidding. I'm messing with it. So it had music added, like little footsteps. It had like bleep, 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 when you walked around, kind of like Donkey Kong a little bit.
Yeah.
It did that whole thing.
That's for lack of content. That's what they do.
That's the thing. The original game though was just it was like you were playing the game in space.
Yeah.
Like there was barely any sounds. You know, and if there were sounds, they weren't very
audible.
They weren't orally friendly, you know, because back then they were very
simple
beeps, bloops,
beeps and bloops.
Herbie. Yeah, mid 1983, the game came out on the computers. 3 years later, it came out. The game was made by Broderbund, whatever you want to call it. You don't remember them? Really? Anyway, Hudson Soft released this on the NES, developed it.
Hudson Soft did a lot of...
They do a lot of stuff, and they did a lot of
ports.
TurboGrafx 16 games.
Oh, they did, yeah.
I love the Turbo... Chris, let me tell you about Double Dungeons.
No, I don't want to hear about Double Dungeons. I'm not listening about Double Dungeons right now, okay?
He doesn't want me to speak about Double Dungeons.
No, all right, we're not talking Double Dungeons.
Broderbund with the O?
Show me.
Come on, man.
Show me. All right, so while you show me that, let's do this. Oh, yeah.
Broderbund. They had like the O with the... It's kind of very, very...
Let's combine these. Enough now. You've told me enough. Okay, that's really good box art.
The NES game also. Well, this is the computer game.
I know it is. That's good box art.
They added fruits and vegetables to pick up along with the gold.
Why? Just because.
Because of it was like.
They just have to.
It's like if it came out today, they'd have to add 3D effects, which they did. There was a version of this in 2017.
Really?
Yeah, that came out. Thanks to Mike from work, who showed that to me today.
Thanks, Mike from work.
Yeah, there were.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it was 3D. Like the enemies would come running out and everything, and then you'd have to.
I might check it out. I'll look into it.
Yep.
For nostalgic purposes. Come on, let's. What do we?
Man. What game do you have?
What I have Black Panther. We are
right.
cybernetic
digging.
Black Panther.
Panthers dig.
No, they slash. They don't necessarily.
Man, I wanted to make like a Lode joke on this thing, like instead of black, like Lode Panther, but it doesn't work. I was like hoping you had anything else.
Well, it didn't.
Like RoboCop, like
That East. No, I don't.
Robolode or something.
Lobocop.
RoboCop.
Come on. We gotta make fun.
I know. Let's think of a concept of this thing. All right, first you have a panther. Panther runs around. Panther digs. You don't want to do that. How about 2-player game?
Wait. Okay.
You've got the Lode Runner
and the Panther. One can ride the other one and then jump off the other one.
I don't know about that. I think one can maul the other one.
Why? Is this a co-op? Like they're playing together?
No, this is competition.
A fighting game now?
Not a fighting game. This is just a competition. It's basically like, you ever play Maze Craze? We have the 2 guys. Whoever gets to the end of the maze first wins. All right? And there's that little square that can come down and hurt you.
Right.
That's what you're doing here, all right? Both of them. You start on different sides of the screen.
Okay.
Or different parts of the level. And then there's...
How about they got to get something like in the middle of the level and then get out?
Mr. Lode can climb ladders.
Right.
The Panther can't.
But the
However,
Panther
can jump over gaps. All right.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
all right.
I like that.
So there are things. Lode can't do that.
No.
Lode's a little bit.
Are there enemies?
We're gonna have to put something in there.
There's got to be enemies.
They're gonna be enemies in there. They have different ways. Now the Panther can maul them.
Yeah.
All right, but then they can come back as let's say they come back as ghosts, or they come back as zombies. They get mauled. They come back as zombies, and
what?
It's so crazy how you just like.
I had a yawn. I was
just yawn, but he's just like.
No. I just covered my mouth to yawn. I was being polite.
I think it did the whole face.
No, that's. Oh, now you're making me do it. Oh,
play it back.
All right, you don't rub your face. When
all
you're
right,
tired?
so jumping over the gaps, Panther can do.
I like it.
All right. The other dude can go up the ladders. You have to try to
do ladders.
Same concept. Get to the top of the screen.
Can Lode still dig left and right?
Yeah, he can still dig, and
can he make traps for the Panther so the Panther gets stuck?
Well, that's what happens when you
right. Like the Panther can still jump though.
Yeah, the Panther can jump.
Yeah, well, there's ways they could do that.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to the game designers.
Wait, aren't we the game designers?
Yeah, we
no, I like it. Okay, no, I like the concept, and it's and you got to make it all the way up. And there's 75 levels.
Yeah. 75.
And it's on what? NES or this is arcade?
No, this is
NES.
By the time this game came out, let's go with Super NES.
Super NES.
It's coming out on Super NES.
So it's got arcade-looking graphics. Yeah. Okay, 16-bit graphics.
Yeah. Except arcade was always so crisp because they were on monitors. Remember that?
Well,
the games were always on those monitors and they looked so good.
But your TV is a CRT.
But that's the thing.
CRTs.
But the TVs weren't, because the TVs had the different refresh rate. So they'd look all blurry. You can't get up to a TV and see the individual pixels. It would be blurry. Remember, you'd see like the yellow, the blue, and the.
So why did they make modern? Like they made there was some nice arcade like.
Yes.
Dang, man.
Where they were just crisp looking.
Yeah.
Right? Everything looked so good, but then you get the Super NES and everything. It was kind of shaded, but everything just blurred into something else.
It was quite blurry.
Yeah, not as bad as the Nintendo 64. That was awful.
They just programmed that in.
It was like a feature.
Superman on N64. What a shame. What a god awful shame.
Shadows of the Empire was fantastic. Remember that one?
Yeah.
But you look at it now?
No.
There's like 2 textures in the
Zelda
whole game.
Was great.
Two textures.
Great.
And they were like both on Dash Rendar's arms.
Yeah.
And that was it. The rest
what do we call this? This is Lode Runner and Black Panther. We're going to call it Panther Runner? You want to use Lode. I know you do. Lode Panther.
There's nothing. No, we can't do. Do we have to do a verse here? Verses?
Oh, well, it is a versus, though.
Lode versus Panther? Panther versus Lode.
I like Panther versus Lode. Wait, do we have to do? No, we don't. How about we do
Panther Lode. Panther like
get to the top.
Jump and climb.
Jump and climb.
No.
It's like shoots and ladders.
Don't get mauled.
Panther gonna get you. Panther gonna get you. Run, Lode, run.
Find out if we have any recommendations.
Panther gonna get you.
What do you think? Any recommendations
Any
for a title?
Any recommendations for this title? Does anyone want to chime in here with the?
We're calling for help here.
This is the first time
we're using
going
a
for a lifeline.
We've never done this.
We've never
before.
done this. Yeah.
You have a Panther that's trying to maul the
Black
Lode
Panther
Runner.
And Lode Runner. I hate this. Is the worst part making titles, man.
It's really
sometimes.
bad, yeah.
Sometimes.
Anything?
It's Black Lode.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Black
it.
Lode.
That's
all right.
it. That's his.
It's Lode. So, but yeah, Black
Lode. Perfect. That's awesome.
Good stuff. That was our first ever.
You're getting credit for that.
That was our first ever.
Do you want credit for this?
Yeah.
We're putting you down for credit.
Yeah. So live streaming, Edgar, you got it. That's your credit right there. Black Lode. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Awesome.
All right, so
I don't know why we didn't think of that one.
I don't know.
All of them.
So let's go into what do we have? All right, so
Panther
let's recap.
Runner.
Let's recap. Let's just go into the recap, man.
Recap.
All right, movies. We had Herbie the Beep Box.
Well, and that was Knights of the City mixed with
gross.
Herbie going bananas.
Yeah.
Herbie goes bananas.
Herbie goes bananas.
Okay.
All right, so you have
Pass
Herbie
by.
the Beep Box, and we have Crawford's Ghosts.
Crawford's Ghost, which was a mix of Ace Crawford, Private Eye, old TV show, and the Ghost of Faffner Hall.
And then we have
Jim Henson joint.
She says Jim Henson joint. Record Breakers, and Humanoids.
Yes, which was a mix between
I
Inhumanoids,
really
the toy, and Record Breakers World for Speed, the toy.
The race
car track.
Man, I really like that toy though. Mainly because
it was kind of lugey. I like the luge.
You like the front load luge.
I like the front load luge.
But you know what I like?
You know what, Chris? More than the toy, I like the word luge.
Luge is good.
Luge and load.
What I like is the fact that you get to use your existing Inhumanoids toys. That's what I like. You don't.
Yeah, that's true. You don't get to do that.
No.
Like this thing comes out.
This is
says,
like an addition.
I can break this toy out from the year 1986.
Right.
And attach this.
You want to know why?
Because nothing says moneymaker like all the adult man-child
But there
children
weren't that many humanoid toys.
that still
There's
have
like 20. There was
humanoids.
like 20 things, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there weren't that many.
No, that's
15.
totally fine. Yeah.
Anyway, but the game though, Black Lode, I like the game though. I like the concept of the game. So it's a toss-up for me between the video game and the toy.
Games are always so good though.
Most are good. Some are not good at all.
There are a couple that are
some we just kind of like wing it, like really bad.
There are a couple that
like
nose in hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A couple of them hit the dirt.
That's true.
Yeah, but some of them, for the most part, they're really good and they're really good concepts.
We need somebody that can make these games for us.
That's what we need to do.
Because we ain't got the time.
Anybody knows how to make games? That's
anyone knows how to make games? Let us know, and you can make these games for us.
So I'm going with the game on this one. Black Lode it is.
Man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Record Breakers and Humanoids.
Really, we split on this one. We don't usually split.
I know.
I don't know about this.
Because I can't decide.
Yeah.
If you got to pick one, I think I just love Inhumanoids.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So I'm going with one. He's going with the other.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Classic Blend 48.
Stay tuned. 49's coming right up.
That's right. All right. So everybody, those of you listening or watching, please go to RetroSquat.com. You get everything you need from us there. That's it. Thanks for watching.
Comments.
Thanks for listening.
Laters.
See ya.